You better not come, this time it's only family. The air in the kitchen froze instantly. Jason and I locked eyes, and 3 years of relationship tension felt like a taut string ready to snap. His words made me realize that this so-called traditional family weekend hid a secret he didn't dare tell, and I was ready to face it. Jason was my boyfriend, 27 years old, tall and lean, wearing a well-fitted shirt that looked casual yet carried a hint of control. His mother sat at the dining table, fiddling with a silver coffee spoon, her gaze impatient, as if judging whether I was suitable. I could immediately see that she expected a compliant daughter-in-law, not a strong-willed, independent woman like me. Why not this year? I set down my coffee cup, my voice calm but sharp. I tried to control the anger rising within me. The kitchen air seemed to solidify, even the ticking clock sounded jarringly loud. Jason took a deep breath, grabbed my hand, and a flicker of guilt, or was it concern for my reaction, crossed his eyes. Mom insists. She wants a purely family weekend. It's very important. I smirked, sarcastic. Last time, your sister brought her boyfriend. Didn't your mom have any problem with that? He lowered his head, his fingers twisting in his palm. That was last year. This time is different. I nodded, but inside I knew he was using an excuse to hide something. My intuition told me that this so-called family trip was not just about family. Sure enough, 2 days later, I was lying on my bedroom bed, scrolling through Instagram. Sunlight spilled through the curtains, illuminating scattered books on the floor. Absent-mindedly, I tapped on the feed, and froze. A familiar figure appeared on the screen, Kayla, Jason's ex, sitting at the dining table in the beach house, wearing the gray hoodie he said he lost last month. I could hardly believe my eyes. I refreshed, and another post appeared, Kayla and Jason's mother laughing together in the kitchen, a floral garland on her shoulder. The third post showed Kayla wearing an exquisite gold necklace, the very heirloom from Jason's family. A fourth post showed everyone on the deck, Jason's hand resting on Kayla's shoulder as she stood in the center, smiling radiantly. My hands gripped the phone, palms sweating. 3 years of trust and patience collapsed in an instant. I immediately called Jason. One ring, then voicemail. My heart pounded like a drum, and I hastily sent a message. What's going on? Why is Kayla on the trip? No reply. The next morning, Kayla posted again. I saw the whole family having breakfast at the beach house, Jason's mother pouring coffee for her and hugging her tightly. My heart froze. Mustering courage, I called Jason's mother. Waves crashed faintly in the background as she cheerfully greeted me. Hi, dear, how are you? I kept my voice low and calm, suppressing anger. I just want to ask about this year's family trip. I thought it was family only. Why is Kayla there? Silence. Then her voice, surprised. What? She's here? Dear, didn't you break up? I tightened my grip on the phone. We didn't break up. Didn't he tell you we had? Her breathing quickened. Oh my, he actually. I thought you two had ended. He said he was heartbroken, so he let her come along. I froze, shocked, realizing I had to take action. I hung up. 20 minutes later, Jason called, voice rising. How could you call my mom? Do you know what you've done? I stayed calm and firm. You lied. You told her we broke up. On the other end, he stammered. She reached out to me 2 weeks ago, wanted to reconcile. I didn't know what to do, so I agreed. And that was the moment 3 years of resentment began, the exclusion from family, witnessing a partner's unrestrained deceit and betrayal. Memories surged. I wasn't new to humiliation. In college, being publicly criticized and mocked during a team presentation, my first job, unfairly scolded and stripped of opportunities, family gatherings, always judged by the standard of obedient and sweet. Each time, I learned endurance and sharpened my resolve. But this time was different. I was no longer just a victim, I had the power to fight back. I began gathering evidence, screenshots, chat records, social media posts, piecing together Jason's lies and deceitful trail. Quietly, I plotted. This time, I would not hold back. The first step of revenge was to reveal the truth. I posted a long note on social media, including screenshots of Kayla's posts, clearly showing that Jason tried to hide reality and let his ex participate in the family trip while deceiving everyone with the breakup excuse. The post was factual, no exaggeration, screenshots, timestamps, chat records. Within hours, messages and comments poured in. Jason's friends were shocked, many privately expressing support and anger. He couldn't deny it, the evidence was undeniable. Next, I contacted Jason's mother and sister, sending them an organized email with a timeline, highlighting the severity of Jason's behavior. On the phone, I stayed calm. You should see the facts, not just my side of the story. His mother was silent for a moment, then said in a low, steady voice, "Thank you for telling us. This lets us see his actions clearly." A few days later, Jason tried to contact me, pleading, "Please give me another chance. I promise I'll make it right, I can explain." I responded directly, "Explain? You lied, betrayed, and hurt me, while deceiving your family. You've lost their trust." Hours later, his family removed him from group chats and activity lists, barring him from family gatherings. Jason tried to defend himself on social media, but faced public evidence. Friends and relatives criticized him, some even messaging, "You must take responsibility for your actions." A week later, Jason came to the door, but his mother turned him away coldly, "Pack up and leave. You're no longer part of this family." He knelt, trembling, "I beg you, one more chance, I'll change." His mother turned away calmly, "You've already had a chance. You chose lies and betrayal." I stood beside her, watching him shake, his eyes full of fear and helplessness. In that moment, I showed no mercy, because justice had finally returned. He had lost me, and the respect of his family, all by his own doing. 2 months later, I received an invitation to my sister's birthday. I went. Jason was absent. Family welcomed me warmly, his mother patted my shoulder, "You did the right thing. Remember, you deserve respect." I smiled, feeling a liberation and victory I had never known. Past humiliations and oppression were reversed. I felt no thrill of revenge, only clarity and freedom. Jason's trembling and fear were his self-inflicted punishment. The sea breeze drifted in, sunlight on the table, and I took a deep breath, sensing for the first time in 3 years a pure sense of justice. The wounds of the past finally had resonance, and I stood firmly on the side of victory.